This is the At Home with Zac
and TT for the Mill drive home, reporting and reviewing on the game that has just finished at the Den in the third round of the Carabao Cup, where it finished
Millwall 0,
Burnley 2. And a game where, to be fair, Burnley took their chances, Millwall didn't, and Burnley progress and will probably get Bournemouth. I think Man City might get knocked out. They're going to play a load of reserves.
New Millwall kit, got it a few days ago.
Yeah, Zac's loving a new Mill shirt. Funny enough, I got one. I don't normally get the new shirts, but I ordered one at the same time as him. He got his. Mine's still in the I think it's probably in the southern hemisphere. I have no idea where it is. I've chased up DHL to try and track it down.
I'm really happy with the kit as well. I think it's a good kit for this season.
Well, I'm wearing the last time we beat Burnley in the Cup.
Is it?
It is, yes. In 2004, and we know what happened in that year. We went to the FA Cup final.
Did we?
So maybe Burnley...
yeah, against Man U.
Man United, yeah. So maybe Burnley will go through to the final. You want to talk about subscribers, didn't you?
Yeah, this season we want, if you can subscribe and you're not subscribed already, please can you subscribe, because our goal for this for the end of this season is 2,000 subscribers.
And we're on 1,700, so get us up there.
I think we can do it.
And we want how many likes for this video?
We want 100 likes for this video.
That's a lot to ask for.
Yeah.
But anyway, we started in a 4-4-1-1 formation.
Very weird formation.
Yeah, we haven't really played that formation. Maybe to match up Burnley or I think they played 4-4-2. Old school, Sean Dyche.
The first ever variation that was in football.
Yeah, it was, because it started with 4-4-2. 4-4-1-1 was the change up. Obviously, Troy Parrott making his debut, but we started with Bartosz Białkowski in goal. The right back was Marlon Romeo, left back was Shane Ferguson. The centre back pairing was unusual. We had Hutch with Murray Wallace.
Cooper not starting, which was very surprising.
The first time since 1921 that Jake Cooper hasn't started a Millwall match. Right midfield, we had Connor Mahoney. That tickle you. Left midfield was... Who was our left midfielder? John Daddy Budvarsson. Centre midfield pairing of Sean Williams.
Left midfielder.
Sean Williams centre mid with Tomo, and then we had Troy Parrott just behind Matt Smith up front. And to be fair, it worked reasonably well. First half, we had the better chances right up until the end. Good balls into the box. Matt Smith gets his head on it. He forces a really good save. And I think, do you know what? I never really rated Peacock Farrell at Leeds, but he done well today.
He's
done really well today.
He's stepped up a lot.
The first chance, Matt Smith headed down bottom low corner, and Peacock Farrell's tips it around the post.
It's an easy save, but if you think about it, it's one of them saves that most keepers would think, oh, let's just run to that, and it goes behind them. But that's a save that he dived for, and he done well for it.
He done well there. John Daddy Budvarsson there had two chances. A snapshot that was blocked, and then another shot down to the bottom left-hand corner. So Peacock Farrell's right-hand side, which he saved well. He saved well again.
He struggled to handle it.
He did
as well.
He did, but he saved it. And at that stage, it looked like we were probably going to looked the more likely to get a goal. Only one chance from McNeil running through, and he hit the shot wide. I think Bart had a half save to make, but nothing more than that. And then the chance right at the end of the first half where, to be fair, I looked through. I'll talk about Troy Parrott at the same time as the goal, but Troy Parrott looked like he had an injury because
he was terrible.
Well, he wasn't terrible, but he wasn't in the game. It's
was terrible.
It's hard to rate a player that you think that isn't. It doesn't look like he can run, doesn't look like he's mobile, and I don't know whether it's a lack of match fitness or whether it's
maybe just Spurs didn't play him enough,
or just an injury, because he's walked around, he's marked the ref for the goal. He's the player closest to Brown who gets it on the edge, gets it 35 yards out. It takes a touch right in front of him.
It's a very good strike.
It is. He takes a touch in front of him, but nobody closes him down. Parrott's the closest.
Parrott, if he run to that and blocked that, he was the hero of the game, basically.
But the thing is, Parrott's closest. let's not forget let's not worry about what he does afterwards, Brownhill, because what the finish is fantastic. If Parrott's got to close him down in that situation, and he doesn't, it's a token effort to get out to him. Brownhill then does take the shot, and it's an unstoppable banger to win any game into the top right hand corner, in off the bar.
I don't like that they scored another goal, because that should be a match winner. That
it was, and you go in at half time a little bit demoralised, because I thought we had the better of the first half overall. I think Burnley slightly shaded possession, but they're a good Premiership version of us.
Premier League
They are a Premiership version of us. They're tough to beat. They're solid. They've got a great underrated manager in Sean Dyche, who gets the best out of players. He hasn't spent money in the summer, even though I know a lot of Burnley fans are asking where the money is. But he does it so well that he manages his budget, and he got his team really disciplined, really hard to beat, and they've had two moments of quality in the game. The second goal in the second half was where we're trying to push for it.
It weren't a great goal. Bart should have saved it, because it went right under him.
Bart shouldn't have saved it.
It went right under him.
He shouldn't have saved it. The ball's out on the wide. It comes into Chris Wood, who fortunately didn't score, because I really didn't want to see him score, who then lines up.
As an old Millwall player,
an ex-Millwall player. A lot of Millwall fans, including myself, have a lot of pain. I remember speaking to Chris Wood at a Christmas Junior Lions party, asking him, was he going to sign for us? And he signed for Leicester. I was a little bit disappointed with that, a little bit, and I'm glad he didn't score today. But second half, we'll look at the positives. In that Hayden Miller come on, I thought he done really well as a right back. I know he can play anywhere across that defensive 4 or 5, depending on what it is. But I thought he looked bright. I thought he looked full of energy. I thought that he looks like he could step up and really make a claim to get himself in the first team, which is excellent to see. Obviously, we had Junior Tienza, who in the the development league, done really well, scored a goal on Monday, I think it was. And it's good to see these young players now getting a chance. I'm glad Hayden Miller got his chance. Obviously, we've still got Billy Mitchell to come back from injury.
In the pre-season, I remember seeing Tienza, and he was lightning quick.
He is. And like I said, we created chances in that game. But, for me, Troy Parrott was obviously injured. And that's a bit of a disappointment. But throughout the team, there were some performances that weren't quite good enough. Conor Mahoney, again, he gets his chance today. I don't think he really took hold of that position.
So it was a pass to him outside of the box, about 20 yards out. He should have banged it.
He should have hit it, and
he just run into 5 defenders, all cornered around him.
And you just want more from him there, because we know he can hit the ball. So the ball comes out to him, you just kind of put your foot through it and strike it, and he didn't do that.
He should have done a Ryan Leonard.
Yeah. And it's, I think that once we had Ryan Woods back in the pitch, I thought Tomo had a really good first half. I thought John Daddy Budvarson had a really good first half. Both of them tailed away a little bit second half. Certainly Tomo, I felt he looked tired. Maybe he's not match fit because he hasn't had many games. Williams, for me, he drives
us both mad.
He sits next to me, so he really annoys me in his lack of playing the ball forward or ever running with the ball.
He can never pass the ball forward.
Well, he did a couple of times, but it stands out to me.
He passed it twice.
Yeah, but it stands out that he passes the ball forward because he does it so infrequently. And then Woods comes on within 2 or 3 minutes. He's played 2 forward balls. He's trying to find those diagonals, and that's what he adds a difference. So you're right there.
Yeah, my nose is really tickling.
So that means that means I think you're coming into money. If you do, remember who your dad is. But I thought defensively we looked all right. Marlon didn't look great going forward, but I thought defensively looked well. Shane Ferguson didn't, again, at the back wasn't put under too much pressure. And I thought Hutch and Murray Wallace, Murray Wallace is probably the most underrated football player in the Championship because he can play nearly any position across that back line. He's so strong on the ball. He's
not quick, but he makes up for not being quick with his strength and his body width.
He does, and I really rate Murray Wallace, and I like to see. I like the fact that he got the start today. All over the park, probably Burnley had the better players. Burnley had the better chances. Smith put their defenders under pressure, but you just want. We needed a goal. There was one where he was offside. I didn't think he was offside in that second half, and the keepers tipped it over the bar.
That was a very good save.
It was a very good save, but it wouldn't have counted anyway because he was offside. It's a game where it's frustrating. I felt that it was there for us to win, and we haven't won it. But full credit to Burnley. I wish them well against Manchester City or Bournemouth, because it's weird because I never really liked them before. Obviously, they wear claret and blue. But the fact that Sean Dyche is their manager, I've always liked Sean Dyche, even though he made a bit of a prat of himself talking about COVID and Premiership teams helping out the EFL because and he compared it to hedge funds and finance, which it's got nothing to say. That smaller clubs are part of the community. You know, they're not small banks. Small football clubs are like the community, and I want to say now that we had a chart that Mill, you know, we get a lot of stick, but the way they've looked after the season ticket holders with the promise of reimbursements, with the fact that, you know, it'll go on to next year's season tickets, we're going to get iFollow codes. You know, at this stage, I'm really proud of the way that our club's handling the COVID crisis, and more than anything, you know, we've got a fantastic chairman in John Berylson who is bankrolling us at the moment, you know, stays behind the scenes. He's not one of those chairmen that you see, you know, he's not the Peterborough chairman that's always blown his own trumpet on Sky. He takes a back seat, but he's absolutely phenomenal for our club, and what he does and the way he supports us won't be forgotten by me. Please put your comments in what you think. We've obviously got Brentford on Saturday, which is a massively difficult game.
If we don't come out with a good result, I don't know what to say.
Well, hopefully we will come out of it. You know,
because Brentford are a very tough team to beat. If you beat Brentford, you're a lucky team.
Oh, I don't say lucky.
You're in the right team.
Yeah, but we'll see that we'll obviously do an at home on Saturday. Thank you for watching. Zac said he's asked for the 100 likes. If you've liked the video, thank you very much. We will see you again on Saturday after the game at the Den. No one likes us.
We don't care. Subscribe.